Good evening, parents and players. I wanted to give a meeting virtually with a bunch of information for the 2022 Spring Boys Tennis schedule. I'll have all this in paperwork as well, but one of the goals is just to go over the expectations of the season and just a few reminders about the season upcoming. So this is Coach Reed, and I will go through the information for you. If you've been with the program for a few years or last year, all this will be review. If you're new to the program, it's good to hear that for the first time. But our main goal as coaches is just that the players enjoy the season, become better as players, improvement wise, but have the experience of being on a team and enjoying collaboration, communication, competitiveness, and sportsmanship. So we want them to be responsible if they are going to miss practice to let us know and inform us ahead of time, but be able to manage their schoolwork and enjoy managing tennis and sports and be a student athlete, being a student first. And we stress character. In tennis, this is a sport where you're the referee, the scorekeeper, and the competitor all at the same time. So there's a lot of challenges, but a lot of fun and excitement, a lot of growth that happens. So the coaches will help with that in practices and during matches. But we just think it's a great sport to play for camaraderie, to improve their level of ability, and to just have a lifelong skill and enjoyment of the sport. Next, other important things that are probably not in my correct chronological order, but probably the most important things are as part of the team, we have what are called team snacks. So players like to eat after they play and either on the bus ride over or before they got on the bus, just because it's a long day to not have some food. So we've had the players come up with a system where parents or players will bring in snacks or drinks that can be granola bars, chips, cookies, fruit, and some water or Gatorade. And if you could bring enough for 8 players for that day's match or for one day's match, then we would have enough for the entire season if everyone brought in enough for 8 players. That would cover the JV and the varsity. And if you could bring those in before spring break, that would make it easier. And if you can't do that, you could donate just $20 and we'll have a parent or myself will go out and buy the snacks for the season. So just have students bring it in an envelope with their name on it and we'll purchase what the players want. So that's kind of uniqueness of being on this team in this sport. The other thing is that we'll have a team jersey, at least one shirt or jersey that says Fairfield Tennis, and we'll have the paperwork coming soon, probably this week, and you'll have about 5 or 6 days to complete the purchase of the jersey and any other additional spirit wear that you would like. There will be a web link, and you order all the information online and pay for it online, and then it will be a quick turnaround in terms of ordering so that we can have them all ready by spring break when we get back from spring break. So that would be our goal. Again, there'll be paperwork coming handed out to student athletes at practice. The other thing that if you're new to the program is that players provide their own shorts or pants, and you want to have some shorts or pants with pockets to hold the tennis balls. We prefer black, but if you have a dark blue or gray, some players even have had white as an option. But at least one good pair of shorts with pockets in it for the season. This other information is kind of a review, but students have to be eligible to be able to play tennis, passing at least 5 classes. You also need to register online through Final Forms and have parents sign in and register, assign their player to the sport, and then sign all these documents that you agree to. So we have to make sure everyone's done that, and we'll let you know this week if you have not. All fees must be paid before the first match, so just basically April 4th, before April 4th or April 5th, and that is done through payschoolcentral.com. This website, you have to register to that website and pay through that for the sports fee for spring tennis. If you're on Final Forms, it'll probably tell you the website and you can go to that. I just did that for my son and created an account and started that information there as well. We do have a text remind. I'll either send out an email through Final Forms or through the remind or both if we have to cancel practice for a match because of rain or weather. So most of the players are attached to the remind, but parents can as well. And that is the information for that account and code. This is me, Coach Reed, and this is Coach Bolser. And we have a new middle school coach, Coach Ballman, and she'll have some paperwork and information for the middle school teams. But most of this information is good to know for anyone in the program. We're going to try and practice all of March, 3 to 4:30, weather appropriate. I included Fridays through the month of March because if we have a rain out, I'd like to have those additional practices on Friday. But as the season goes along, we'll have a lot of days with rest if we have 3 or 4 matches in a 1 week. So anytime, feel free to reach out and email me at reedc@butlertech.org, at reedc@butlertech.org. There you go. And with any questions or concerns. And I will still have a voluntary meeting if you want to come in and meet me or talk about anything specifically, and I'll get that information out in an email. But glad your son or daughter is playing, and we look forward to the season.